Yeah, yeah. Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what we do. Y'all know why we do it. It's your player partner IQ, and I'm back, man. I'm back, bro. Okay, we on. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure we on. Smash that like button. He said, I hope it doesn't take long as fuck either. Only thing we can do now is stream his music. All the money goes to him since he's independent. The judge even questioned how the juries got that verdict. I really hope he appeals and wins. Shout out my nigga Click. I hope it doesn't take long as fuck either. I do not want for 1 second to believe that they reached that verdict without reasonable doubt. I feel that. What up, live feed? Been listening to Tory since 2014. I hope he gets a fucking retrial. So much BS in that case. Oh yeah, we about to take a listen to Tory in the beginning of this whole thing, explaining his situation. This is November 2020. He on Clubhouse. I don't yo, that's been so long that I don't even remember. I remember at one time Clubhouse went through phases, bro. I remember when 21 Savage used to run Clubhouse with 6ix9ine. Like, let's take a listen and see, what the vibe
I'm in
is.
here defending myself in some crazy way. My only thing is, I just feel as a human being, I know that this app wasn't designed to keep me out of it, and I know that this app wasn't designed to bash me because I'm, coming on here to have a chat or coming on here and having a conversation with other people. Immediately, I was invited by Tyga. I don't really understand how the app works too tough. I just knew it was an app where I come in, I'm supposed to, we talk or whatever the case is. You have open conversation with people that you might know.
Hold on, he said he got invited by who? Tie-dye. No, he ain't talking about my homie Tie-dye.
Come in, I'm supposed to, the app works too tough. I just knew it was an app where I come in, I'm supposed to, we talk or whatever the case is. You have open conversation with people that you might know, and it's an invitation only app or whatever the case is. I'm not here again, like I said, to ever start no strife or start no negative energy. And so when I get off of my chat, I see that there's, these 3, 4, 5 rooms about like me like ruining Clubhouse or like me being this person that's, you know, super offensive. And I feel like, you know, I'm constantly just being judged on something that nobody was around to witness or was there or has real factual proof of. You know what I'm saying? And it's not of anybody's jurisdiction. I feel like in my life
No, this from
right now for and don't get me
this from November 2020. This was when he first was denying the claims and all that. This is just a throwback to listen. You know what I mean?
wrong. I'm not here to tell you shouldn't have an opinion, but I don't feel like it's in anybody's jurisdiction to be telling me exactly or calling me a certain name or labeling me as something without true facts and evidence of what you're labeling me as. And I feel like I'm getting scrutinized in a lot of places where it's just like I don't stand for you know not.
We used to be married.
Damn, you know how that go. But yeah, this is from November 2020. This is Tory talking about the claims against him and whatnot. It's just a look back. I seen shout out Chigs too. I seen Chigs had looked at a piece of it, but I said, you know what? Let's listen to the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? This is 2 years ago. So let's see the mindset and let's see what niggas was saying 2 years ago.
Not protecting like
And like I said, man, this is a fucked up situation. Um, what can I say, man? Tory Lanez is locked up for the shooting of Megan Thee Stallion, bro. That's where we at right now with it.
I don't stand for the unprotection of like black women that like and I'm becoming this poster boy for making black women feel unsafe. And it's like I've never been that person. I've never portrayed to be that person. In all of the years that I've been here, I don't have any domestic cases. You've never seen me in a domestic relationship or in a domestic abusive anything. I'm a very private person when it comes to certain things, and maybe if you're not someone who really pays attention to me, you may not notice, but like when it comes down to my relationships and things like that, you've never seen me openly dating somebody or online or whatever the case is. I keep my stuff to myself. So I do understand that this situation has been very sensitive to a lot of people because of the fact of the timing in which I was able to say certain things. And, you know, a lot of people feel like, well, if you're innocent, then why wouldn't you just say this, that, and say, you know, and I get it, you know, but my personal, I guess, way of handling things that were going on in my personal life and on a legal side, you know, constricted me to doing certain things. And again, like right now, I can't talk about certain things that have to deal with, you know, my actual insides of my case, but I don't stand for, you know, unprotection of Black women. I stand for everything that has to do with uplifting Black women. I've always been somebody who's tried to show in different times, even if it's never, or not, I shouldn't say never, but even if there's been times where I've come off the wrong way or whatever the case is, I've always tried to show my sensitivity in that area. And so I guess sometimes, you know, I go to these chats, and these are the only times when I really get to see it like in full effect. Is like I'll go into a chat and there's a bunch of women in there, or there's a bunch of people in there, and they're talking about me. And immediately as I get into the chat, it's like I'm not able to speak. I'm not able to talk. I'm not able to stand up for myself. I'm not able to join the conversation in the first place because it's a why are you here without even, you know, like, and at the end of the day, like I said, I'm not here to gain no sympathy or to be like, yo, I'm the victim. I'm not here to talk about those things. I do understand that somebody is deeply hurt regardless of the fact. And I feel like there's this big misunderstanding that I don't have remorse for my friend being in a place of pain, and that's just not the case. You know, I'm not a person who's, you know, not remorseful. It's just that there's certain facts of that night that haven't been presented. And at the end of the day, it's not of my jurisdiction right now legally for me to talk about those things.
And we don't want you to talk about your case, Tory.
Yeah, and I apologize to all the women and all the Black women out there that feel affected and deeply affected by the timing of sometimes the things that I do and how it can come off insensitive. Because at the end of the day, I can take full responsibility for making mistakes on my timing. You know, this wouldn't be the first time I've made a mistake on, you know, even with my timing of my album, certain things like that. You know, I don't do those things intentionally to try to be a dickhead, you know. But once something is done, it's done. And when you're in a heavy light of scrutiny or in a heavy light of, you know, the world's watching and everything you do, they already want to say it's bad because of whatever you've been portrayed to be. Everything that you do is super, you know, big. Like, you know, a lot of people dropped music that day. Bryson Tiller dropped his album that day. Travis Scott dropped it. You know, a lot of people dropped that same day, you know, but because of my situation, a lot more, like I said, scrutiny was just given to me. And at the end of the day, like I said, I'm a human being, you know what I'm saying? I'm not somebody who's like, a guy who knows every single thing, even though sometimes I appear to look like I know it all or appear to like try to seem like I'm super confident at all times. I'm still a human being. And at the end of the day, like I feel human traits just like anybody else. And I'm just, you know, I feel like I'm rambling, but I'm just at a place where it's like.
I want to say, before you touch, you know, I just want to say, it's taken a lot, and all of us.
I actually.
Can I just ask my question?
Just get right to the shit. Yeah, you ask your question first.
Yeah. Okay. So Tory, thank you for sharing and not getting upset so far. What I want to ask you is about. I hear you say things like it's important for you, like you feel like you deserve the right to stand up for yourself, which is very understandable for any human being. What I'm curious about is, do you see any power or any opportunity in talking now about the bigger issue of violence against women, like going from a not the place of I've never been against protection of women, but instead being very for it and like take an opportunity for more education or to speak on the issue. I'm just wondering, like, do you see power there versus staying in this place of just defending yourself on this one-on-one conversation? Sorry.
Well, yeah, 1,000%.
It's Michael's.
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. Listening back at this now, yo, the nigga do sound sincere, bro. Like, either he a good ass actor or that nigga really sincere. I don't know exactly like if he's sincere because he feel like he did it. I mean, he's maintaining his innocence. He said his innocence. He's been speaking his whole innocence. This is 2 years ago, so he ain't never say he did do it. You know what I mean? But goddamn, boy, that nigga facing 22 years now, bro. And hopefully they run his shit concurrent or something to kind of cut back some time. You know what I mean? So it won't be each individual charge. You know what I mean?
I definitely feel like, you know, people don't know is regardless, the situation in itself, whatever it is, however it's been depicted, through the times that I've been sitting by myself and taking time and not saying anything or not being on the internet, this has affected me in a deep way where it's also brought the awareness to me understanding more how deep and serious the issue was. Not that I never understood it before, but I never understood it at the forefront that I do understand it now. And even in everything, like I'm a very, my dad is a missionary preacher. So everything that I've been taught has been from a certain place of like spirituality. And I feel like when it comes down to this situation, I know that God put me in the situation to be somebody that's able to speak about it. And the reason why I say that, and if you will let me finish, whoever's about to start, the reason why I say that is because regardless of what I've gone through, I do know, or at least I have a lot of faith in what the outcome is going to be. And regardless of the fact, if this whole situation before it does get to that outcome happens to be what I had to be dragged through in order for more people to take awareness to the situation, then I'm fine with that.
What I want to say before.
What
happened?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was say what I couldn't put into words earlier was I just want you to understand that this chat was literally, we've been curating a conversation from a lot of women and frankly people who were triggered by the account that happened. There's a lot of women that live that on a day-to-day that aren't celebrities, who aren't like notorious or like known people. And I just want you to kind of get context of what we was really talking here, because I feel like you kind of coming from an outside, like, yo, we just bashing. No, we are having a constructive conversation to not only educate and make men understand where we coming from and what we go through, but then also to have those really hard conversations like Antonio and Clint, who are asking us questions like how to protect Black women. And I just want you to also see that perspective, because the scenario, I'm gonna keep that because it's gonna take a lot of me to keep calm in that regard. But we are trying to still have a conversation that allows men to ask some questions that they might not be always comfortable or don't even know the answers to, but then also for women to explain like what we go through and how we really do need to not only protect ourselves and really have a discourse. And I just want to preface that has been the main conversation in this chat, for real.
I mean, 1000%. There's nothing wrong with anything that you're saying. I listened to the conversation previous because I wanted to speak a while ago, but I didn't take the whole chat as, you know, what it was. I think just for me, this was just the biggest one. But there was a couple other chats that was just, you know, that my name was like the headline of. And at the end of the day, like, you're right. You know, the situation is very, very serious. And at the end of the day, like, no matter what it comes down to, regardless of my situation, period, no Black woman should ever be hurt, especially not by the hands of a man or by the hands of anybody. And I just feel like to take what's the alleged depiction of me and then take that and then to now think that I don't stand for what I just said is just it's just kind of heinous to me, because it's like I've never expressed or shown that type of, you know, like, I don't even know how to, like, what the word is, but I've never shown no kind of like ill feelings towards Black women.
Intersect to ask you a question? Okay, go ahead, Zoe.
I'm sorry, I have something to say. So my whole thing is like, first of all, all right. First of all, it's like, where do your morals come into play when you're talking about you stand for Black women, and then you sit up there and say a lawyer is the reason that stopped you from proclaiming your innocence? If you did not do something, if you was on trial for murder, and you did not do something, I highly doubt you would be sitting there just twiddling your fucking thumbs, just like, oh, well, I'm going to just wait until. No, you wouldn't say that. You would be like, I did not do that. So why, if you did not do it, why not scream that to the top?
And that's what I said yesterday too, yo. I was like, or was it yesterday that I guess yesterday he got found guilty, or yeah, it was yesterday. Damn, happened so fast. I was like, that's where he kind of fucked up at. If you was innocent, just like when Megan went up there, he should have took the stand, bro, because it just looked funny when everybody going up there and making a statement. When I don't understand people say you all, like, lawyers almost never want to let their clients, their defense, go up there and speak, but it's like, my nigga, I ain't think about it. I'm like, when I thought about it, I was like, oh shit, yeah. If she went up there and told the story, why you couldn't go up there? But I understand there's people got their own strategies and shit, but I just feel like that kind of looked at a little funny, bro. Like,
for the fucking mountains, like, why just sit there and be quiet about it? Like, 2 + 2 is not equaling 4 here at all. It's not equaling shit right now.
And you have yet to proclaim your innocence at all.
At all. So like what's up? Like,
I just want to
politically correct shit. Like, I'm not going for none of the bullshit that you even trying to say right now.
1,000%. I just want to make sure before I talk, I'm not talking over you. So you just let me know when you're done your statement now.
I'm done. Go ahead. I'm done.
All right.
They don't like his ass.
Well, you're saying that if I had a lawyer and my lawyer tells me
the volume is low. I don't think the volume is low, y'all. I got it damn near turned up.
something just because I know I'm innocent, I wouldn't listen to my lawyer. My lawyer is a black woman that worked on the Johnny Cochran case. The only black woman who was there. She's a very smart woman, 33 years of experience. And if I tell her the story and she tells me, listen, you're a Canadian citizen, Tory, your son is American, regardless of what you want to say, I would like to handle this in the way that it's supposed to be handled in the jurisdiction that it's supposed to.
You said he thought he was going to walk like OJ. I mean, I'm pretty sure he didn't expect to get locked up, you know what I'm saying? But he does still have a chance as far as appeal is concerned, you know what I mean? He definitely do. He got 3 chances for an appeal, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna say that the next step, I think, before you can, and this is the thing about it, before you can even appeal, you got to get sentenced first. So he gotta go get sentenced. Like, it ain't no getting out before, like, he ain't getting out in fucking 2 weeks or one. Like, you gotta go get your time first. So this process is not gonna be, I don't know how fast y'all think the appeal process is, but it's not going to be fucking a month or nothing like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? If that nigga get out in a month, then I say at the least, maybe if they push the paperwork and try to expedite it, maybe 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 3 months, to be honest. But it ain't going to be as quick. The appeal is not going to be as quick as you think.
Supposed to be handled. At that point, why would I not listen to that? I understand.
Can I take Tahira's statement and ask a question? Do you guys mind?
Go ahead.
Tahira, if I don't actually, please correct me. But I'd just like to pose it, because I was kind of on the same page as you, but I was going to ask Tory his opinion about this. I guess I want to know if you understand why people are painting you as this kind of like gaslighting narcissist in regards to your behavior after the facts. I just want to know if you understand.
If I understand what?
Sorry, can everybody hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Ash.
Okay. So, Tory, you're being painted pretty badly right after this case, and I know that that's not something that you're okay with. But I wanted to know if you understand why and what your actions, like how your actions led to the kind of poster boy, narrative that you're dealing with right now, which is that you're, kind of like a gaslighting, like narcissistic black man,
which a lot of people relate to, especially ones that have been abused. They have seen that personality and the personality traits before, and they've seen you basically display these traits. And I just want to know if you are aware of why people are actually saying that, because I really think it has less to do with the actual incident and more to do with the follow-up. So I just want to open the floor to you.
Right. And just before you go, Tori, I just want to give you some examples just in case you are unclear about where we're coming from. For me, I know it's like the going on live in the hypothetical situations. Even just now, what you saying, my lawyer is a Black woman. Like, okay, I don't really know how is that supposed to like vouch your point. Like, your lawyer is a Black woman. Okay. So it's those situations like that I'm just like my father is a pastor. Okay. Like at the end of the day, like she said, of course it's about the situation, but I think it goes beyond that. And it's just like, why are you dropping music talking about the situation? Why are you going on live with these hypothetical situations? Like, it's all of this gaslight.
And I said that, bro. I said that yesterday. I was like, when he dropped that Daystar album, right when all this shit was going on, I was like, that wasn't a good. It wasn't even that. It was. He just started talking about it out in public on the album. It's like, bro, you might don't want to talk about this shit because you don't even want to have people thinking anything that they ain't supposed to be thinking. Not just you ain't shoot, but you don't want them to. And now look, and this was in November 2020. Look how these females is down on this man. Like, bruh. So imagine up until now with all the other shit that happened. August Alsina fight and negative publicity and running on stage or trying to run on stage at Rolling Loud with Megan, or it's like, bro.
Lighting and narcissism that's really got people like, yo, what the fuck you want?
Bad timing.
And also, before y'all continue, I'm sorry, Tori, but before y'all continue, I just want to say, like you said, y'all have never seen me in an abusive relationship anymore. Before, like, what does that have to do with anything at all? Like, a killer was never a killer until he killed somebody. Like, what the fuck that got to do with anything?
I'm sorry. Can you say that one more time?
I said you had stated that you like, we've never seen you in an abusive relationship before. Like, we've never seen you in this kind of light before. And I'm asking what was that said for? Because a killer wasn't a killer until he killed somebody. So, like, what was your whole thing? Like, that doesn't make you not an abuser just because you haven't abused before. Like, you got to start somewhere. So, like, I'm confused.
I mean, and even in further, like, talking about, like, the subject, you got to realize that when even me saying, like, for instance, I have a Black lawyer or my dad is a preacher, it's not that I'm gaslighting.
See, look, and I'm gonna be honest, though. Like, you can tell, like, you can hear that even though they talking calmly, you can tell them girls do not like this nigga, bro. He did all that shit, man. You did too much shit in Front Street, you know what I mean? In public. And it's like, once you do so much shit in public, bro, it's like, because basically his whole thing was, he like, I'm gonna play the she lying on me card, right? Okay, cool. If you feel like she lying on you, that's cool. The only thing is, when you announce that to the world, to the public, you give everybody more of an opportunity, whether it be negative or positively, to judge you. You know what I'm saying? If you just shut the fuck up and don't say nothing about it at all, don't go on live, don't fucking drop an album, you know what I mean? You kind of saving yourself a little face. Now, he could have not did all that and still went to motherfucking prison. You know what I'm saying? Like he did, but it's like, in a situation like that, you need all the wins you can get, and he just was jumping. I'm telling you, I know he felt like, goddamn, I'm gonna beat this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna beat this shit. I'm gonna beat this shit. I'm gonna beat this shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I ain't like that. Was a while back though. When he got on the dude Dax, I ain't like that neither. That was way before this. But yeah, that was a bad look. Come on, like that nigga not even a gangster rapper. Like, that's a whole nother situation.
I'm just giving you more background into what you're asking me. I want to give you more description so you can understand that I was guided by a Black woman. It's like, this Black woman also understands that she's facing two different courts. There's the court of social media and the opinion of social people, and then there's also the court of law. And at the end of the day, like, I understand that, you know, I think, to Ashley's question, I think everything just comes down to, it's just time. It's the matter of time that it took me to say certain things. It's the timing. And when I did finally find out my way to say it, which was through the music, it did come off insensitive. And I understand that people were hurt by that. And I'm
Can
sorry about that. I
I
never
have a
wanted
thing.
to
I'm
offend
sorry.
anybody.
You're doing a lot of like, you're doing a lot of separating language. And I think that it would even help if you would say like, I was insensitive. Like, not it
I,
came off as
I,
insensitive, right? Like,
no,
own it.
but at the same time, earlier in this conversation, I did say there has been times I have been insensitive. I did own up to it. I didn't say, you know, I think, and I think it gets to a standpoint where it's like sometimes I feel like I guess there's just a lack of what's seen as far as like emotion from me, because I guess how I handle things. And, you know, if I don't handle things the way that everybody wants me to handle things, and it comes off insensitive, or if I am being insensitive in a way and not knowing, then like I said, I apologize for that, because that was never my aim, ever. You know, that was never my aim. And like somebody earlier said inside of the conversation, I felt like at a point my back was to the wall, and I wasn't able to go online and say certain things, because saying listen, I'm innocent wasn't enough at a certain point. Just saying certain things that were too small or too subtle, and then not saying enough, or these things, I'm a human being. These things were things that played in my mind for 3 months, or saying something and my lawyer being like, why did you do this? Or whatever the case is, these things were things that I had to still play in my mind, that I still had to go through. And so I get it. Like, you know, how I could come off and how it could have came off. But
okay, so Tori,
Can I
were
can
you
I say
done?
something?
Shout out the moderator.
I'm sorry, wait, I just have this one question before it slips my mind, and Antonio, you can go right on ahead. But I just want to ask you, okay, so never mind you being able to stand up for yourself. What about your friends that came on this platform and stood up for you and handled you in a poor lighting, and they were a poor reflection of you in the situation as well? What do you have to say about that? Because clearly y'all have behind the scenes conversations, and clearly he didn't get that conversation out his ass. So, like, what do you have to say about the people who quote unquote represent you and quote unquote are the closest people to you and are speaking like they don't give a fuck? Like Kels said that he's rich, so he don't care. Like, who get what the fuck is going
That
on?
was one of the most ignorant shit I've ever heard in my entire life,
Like,
and that made me look
what's
at.
really
And
going
to
on?
be honest with
you're not talking to no dumb bitches. Like, you ain't talking to nobody dumb in this motherfucker. Everybody got a brain of their own. So, like, what do you have to say about that?
And to go off T's point before you speak, Tori, like, and that got me thinking, like, you saying you get it, but do you really get it? Because, like, earlier when you came into the chat, it was like, well, not you, excuse me. Your homeboy was like, I don't even know why this chat is happening and what the hell y'all mad about and da-da-da-da. And it's just like, well, sir, like, we have a valid reason to be mad. We have a valid reason to be upset. And so even when you're saying things like, well, if I would have came out and said I was innocent, that wouldn't have been enough. Wouldn't have been enough for who? Like, I don't think you really.
You know what I think though? That's what I want to know, and I want to ask the females. Like, I want to ask everybody, but if Tory Lanez, if Megan Thee Stallion, if it would have been a reverse situation, right? If Megan would have shot fucking Tory, there, I said it. It just sounds crazy me saying that, but that's what he's convicted of. If Megan would have shot Tory, would the women have been against Megan like that, or is it because she's a woman? I'm just asking. I'm not accusing, because you hear how they own that. They own that with him, like, and everybody trying to keep it cordial. You know what I'm saying? But you can hear the anger and the questions in their voice, and I'm just like, nigga, if Megan shot Tory, would women be on Megan head like that, or they be like, damn, that's crazy, like. No, I mean, it's no way we can see that, but I'm just saying that's because the way this energy they got, and this is from November 2020, nigga. So, god damn, this has been, that energy been there.
Get, like, I don't want to say you don't get the severity. Yeah, I'm actually going to say that. I don't think you get it. To be honest with you, I really don't think you get it. Like, I really don't. I don't think you get it. I don't think your homeboy get it. I really don't.
All right. Well, first of all, again, you make.
Hold on, no. Female rapidly. We not wasting time on that. We thinking in other shoes. Like, we don't we here in this stream. I don't know if you've been here before, but we think in our shoes, we think in other people's shoes. We look at different views. That was just a hypothetical question. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying women would or women wouldn't. That just hit me like, damn. What if roles was reversed? And because they adamant, they would, the women. Shout out to the women. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me. So however y'all feel about him is how y'all feel. But
a bunch of valid points. My homeboy,
she would have been treated the same. Okay, that's all I was asking. Like, how do you know what I'm saying? I'm not a woman, so I'm just asking. I wanted to hear. Appreciate you, Yvette. You said you shooting at a human being. That's what I want to hear. But yeah, I think what he just was. Man, he was hanging around somebody that was toxic, bro. They was toxic for each other. If they just started kicking it like that, and it turned to a shootout, it's not like they known each other for fucking 5 years, 2 years. Well, I don't know. They might know each other for 2 years. I don't know. I don't think it was that long, but yeah, y'all niggas shouldn't be hanging. It probably was already little signs there that they weren't supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like just little shit. You know what I mean? Like. But you know how some niggas gonna do. Niggas gonna think with they dick. Fuck it, I'm trying to hit all these bitches. If I gotta deal with these some bitches annoying to get to the other bitches, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? And how the fuck y'all just start hanging out and that shit turned to a shootout, nigga? Or not even a shootout, a shooting. Like, y'all niggas ain't known each other 10 years. Like, if you hanging with somebody and shit started to go bad in the beginning, that's a sign. Stop fucking with them, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that was the only thing that ever happened between them. But I'm pretty sure it's not, because Megan Thee Stallion, she speak up, Tory Lanez speak up. You know, they boisterous, they confident people. It seems so. It's like I know they gonna speak their mind at any given time and say how they feel.
I think was coming from a standpoint of just seeing a chat, and also just like me not really knowing what this app is about, seeing a big chat with 500 people or 400 people that is bashing his friend, and he's not probably the person that should be speaking in this chat. And I would say that in front of him regardless. He's the one who originally showed me that the chat was going on. So I guess when he DM'd whoever he DM'd or whatever to get inside of the chat, he just came out of a place where anybody's friend who's not seasoned to be speaking about something inside of that place. And I could say that wholeheartedly with him on the phone. Like, this may not be the subject matter that he's seasoned to speaking. And if my friend came out of a turn before I got here, I can apologize for him, but his actions are not my actions.
I think it's more about the concern for the people that you're surrounding yourself with.
That's
right. And then also to go off that point, like earlier you said the reason why you wasn't saying anything is because your lawyer and everybody was telling you not to speak. But here you are in a room with over, 500 or 600 people, and you're literally sitting here talking.
But
does your lawyer know about that as well?
Yes, she does. And here's the difference, right? Before this, I had a court case to attend, and I didn't have certain things that I needed to have before I was able to speak on certain things. So, I mean, I understand, like, you're not the one that is facing 22 years. And so certain things, like for you to say that I don't understand the severity and I'm over here facing 22 years for something that I know that didn't happen the way that I'm being alleged, or whatever the case is, it didn't happen that way. Regardless, is like you guys, and I'm not even gonna try to make anybody like everyone's against me. It's not that everyone's against me.
Please, man, stop what you're doing right now, y'all. And all I ask is, I ain't asking for no money, no nothing. Just please, man, do me a solid, man, and smash that motherfucking like one time for the gang. We in here checking out this November 2020 clubhouse where Tory finally had went on. He finally, remember in the beginning he didn't speak about it like the young lady is saying. Or he didn't really go into depth about it, you know what I mean? This was the first time he went into some kind of depth, and you know what I'm saying? He went in here with a whole room full of women, and they in here trying to treat his ass. But it's just a interesting way to look back on, like, what's the mindset that he had and what was his real, because none of us was in the courtroom, you know what I'm saying? So we couldn't hear none of the testimony from anyone. So let's get back in there.
What I am alleged, or what it is alleged that it is said that I've done, if I actually did that, I understand. I would feel how you guys feel. And that's why I said there's nothing wrong with how you guys feel, because you're only going off of what you've heard.
Appreciate that paper.
But Tory, there was a bullet that grazed or hit someone's foot.
I just want.
I do think we're getting away from the room topic.
No, because I don't like to not claim.
Hey, hold on. One at a time.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying he needs to own up and take responsibility right now, because obviously he got a whole court situation he got to deal with. Like that's that. But when you use language like, oh, it didn't happen like that. Oh, it didn't like that. Like, that's gaslighting.
First and foremost, listen. I'm not gonna go into a bunch of verbatim for verbatim, because I know how the internet is, and I know what it is, and how this works. We're straying away from the topic and now going deeper into my legal part of it. All I asked was,
I literally just said I don't want to hear the legal part of it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all I'm saying.
I don't care to hear the legal part of it.
All right, wait, y'all. Wait, hold on, y'all. Like, I think somebody said this grazingly, but we definitely have steered so far from the original point of this.
Yeah, let's get back on track, guys.
Let's really get back on track, because really this is supposed to be a constructive conversation.
Yeah,
I want to. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah,
and I know Antonio.
I have a question. So, Tory, I have a question. So, do you feel like even after everything that has happened, do you feel like you were protecting a Black woman as much as you could? Like, do you feel like you try? Like, do you like?
Again, I think that's going a little too far into my case.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Let's steer away from the case, guys. Stay away from the case.
I want to say something. I just want to, because I feel like, just to round it back to the point, like, this is supposed to be an educational conversation.
Exactly.
Not to figure out what Tory did or what he didn't do. I think we need to. I think it's a bigger conversation for it.
That's cute. Nah, but that's
Twig. I agree.
I feel you, but that's cute. But I'm gonna say this with my whole chest, because everybody acting real cute, but I didn't want that man to come up here. I'm not gonna hold you.
Likewise.
Okay, I know.
Twig, hold on, Twig.
I'm not finished. Thanks. I'm not finished.
Let her finish.
I didn't want you to come up here. I ain't gonna hold you. This was more for, like, I feel like other people who wanted to hear it. I get what you're saying as far as legality goes and everything. You're like, there's certain things that I can't say. I understand having lawyers. I understand having contracts. I understand having publicists, etc., etc. I think my big problem was, sort of like Kia said, is like in the beginning, it was like a big thing where you went on the social media and you were gaslighting it. It was like, I'm gonna say this, but I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna act like something didn't happen, and it was just.
Yo, who was that in the chat that said? Who's the Slick Insider said? He said Tory has all the smoke for women and on tracks, but dude speaks like he works in Best Buy electronics department. Dude is soft, squishy. He just don't want to be confrontational, I'm thinking, because these girls, you have these girls on his ass. They don't. Women don't. Let's not forget how the women, y'all really went in on Tory. Not all of y'all, but I remember when I don't remember this exact conversation. I remember him being on. That's when we was all under. We were on. What the fuck was the name of it? It was the lockdown. We was on lockdown and shit. So that's when Clubhouse was busting. You know what I'm saying? Dude, the old throwback Clubhouse, when you could get in if you had an invitation. That shit hit a little different, but in the beginning, they was chewing his ass up, boy. They was chewing. Everybody kind of was like, "What? This nigga shot Megan and stuff." I was kind of, at first, I'm like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "This nigga's a clown." But then when I heard little bits and pieces of the story, I'm like, who knows what really happened now? You know what I'm saying? That's why it threw me off. Like, but yeah, women was killing his ass. I remember that. I was like, he got it bad.
It was just real confusing to everybody. And then your man's coming in here, and I understand that you like, that's your man's, my actions are his or whatever. But that's your friend. He called you. You could have been like, nah, don't say nothing. That's not your piece. That's not your place. Because he came in here real defensive. But honestly, I mean, you a star. When you famous, you come into that. You like, all right, well, people are gonna say shit about me. And honestly, I feel like women are hurt. Black women love Meg. We ain't gonna hold you. Like, I love her. I absolutely love her. So yeah. To be honest, I'm in a place where I'm just like,
Period.
Right. No,
room,
nobody
period.
really.
So Tori, if you could say anything to the women on the panel and in the room, what would you say? If you could say anything right now, what would you say? How would you address the situation?
First of all, before I say anything, Twig, I completely understand why you didn't want me up here, and you're not wrong for that. There's nothing wrong about what you're saying. And as far as like what I will say and what I am going to say in front of the women that are in here, if I offended anybody, again, with anything that I did that either came off or was insensitive, that was not my goal. I apologize to the Black women of my community because you guys have fueled my whole career up to this point. Without Black women, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be able to sell R&B records. I wouldn't be able to be the person that I am. And at the end of the day, regardless of whatever it takes for me to gain back that security and that grace that I do have with Black women when I do see them outside and whatever the case is, or online in these chats or whatever it is, I'm willing to do, because at the end of the day, there's nothing to me that, and I shouldn't say that's more important, but there's nothing that I would want as far as when it comes down to Black women hating me. I would never want that. I would never want there to be this thing and this stigma about me that's something that just doesn't represent me in any sort of way. And so again, Twig, Tahira, to the women that are in here and to the women that are listening, my dearest apologies. And I want y'all to know that regardless, I understand that me saying sorry or me apologizing doesn't fix what you may think inside of your brain. And I can't do everything that I would like to do to help you, whatever the case is, because sometimes when I do that, again, it creates subject for these conversations. Tory, why'd you go live? Tory, why'd you da-da-da? A lot of times I do things because I'm a human being. And at a certain point, when the world is against you, you do things and maybe you might be like, I could have did that better. Or I could have changed this, or I could have had more, whatever it is at the time. And sometimes you're not always proud of those decisions. And I'm not proud of the way that I handled this decision this whole time. But at the end of the day, that was a personal decision. There was personal things going on in my life. And that's how I dealt with it. Yeah. And if I offended anybody, that's my fault.
So I wanted to bring up a quick thought real quick.
I respect that.
Real quick. So there's, okay, I just want to say one quick thing about me. I've been trying to be neutral in this, like trying to facilitate. My questions do not reflect my personal opinion, but my thought for you to think about is just real quick, a side point on the friends thing. So I do think that it's another sign of a lack of remorse if friends cannot represent your remorse for you. And I think that you're saying that you understand why people feel that way.
He's apologizing for, Tony Montana. Good question. What he's apologizing for is they're saying that why they were offended when he like certain little internet shit that he did, right? Like subliminal shits. This thing has been going on for a minute. This case has been going on for 2 years. Well, it's pretty much closed right now. You know what I mean? The case closed as of yesterday. I mean, appeal, but the case is closed. Damn, that's crazy. This nigga, the case is closed, bro. That's wild. But he apologized for any of that type shit. Anything, any remarks or any kind of way he might have held back, and he really just trying to save face. You know what I mean? He actually doing a pretty good job talking in his best fucking the Daystar album, all that shit. He just apologized for how he was like, really, I guess if you want to say using this as I don't want to say slandering, but like just being loose with the whole situation and women, like, well, you don't protect Black women. That's what women is on, because they feeling like, oh nigga, it's funny to you. This is funny to you, that you know what I mean. So he was basically, that's what he's apologizing for.
Okay. And so your friends should understand that, because that's what remorse radiates throughout the whole community, because it's how you reflect when people call you personally and talk about it, and they can say, oh shit, he's so sorry something happened, even if you didn't do it. And then the other thing I want you to reflect on, because you have more work to do, around the difference between intention and impact. So intention is I was just playing with a gun, a hypothetical gun in any situation. Impact is it went off, right? And so it's like that's what manslaughter is. That's what these other things come up. So you don't have to have anyone who has hurt someone emotionally, romantically, physically has not had to intend it for it to be an impact. And so I need you to think more about the impact and that be what you're responding to than the intention, because I think that's what I would see on Twitter, right? People be like, I don't think he did it on purpose. It doesn't matter, because we need to nurse the person that was impacted by it. And that's why Black women don't feel safe, because we get into, well, what's the percentage of false arrests and what's the percentage of this instead of what's the impact. And I just wanted to share that, like, with love and peace to everybody.
Hold on. And Chanel, can I just add on to what you just said?
Of course.
Real quick?
Okay, I
y'all
feel you,
definitely
Tony Montana.
y'all, like, your team was definitely DMing the moderators. So just to give you context, it was more than just Clubhouse. It was y'all were getting in people's DMs.
I mean,
So,
my thing
Hold on. Can I wait?
Off of that.
Just on that subject, hold on. My team did not DM anybody. If Kel's DM'd somebody to get in here, it's because he just joined Clubhouse and he saw a bunch of people talking about his friend. Again,
Okay,
Can I please just finish? I promise I won't say anything else. The only thing that I would just like to say is just like, for a split second, guys, let's all just take ourselves out of our shoes. Take yourself out of the person that you are. If you come into an app and there's 540 something people talking about your friend, are you just going to go into that app and just be sensitive to whatever they're talking about? That's the main point of what they're talking about. Or are you going to come in there and be like, oh, what the fuck? Just on some human shit.
I don't have friends with you.
Why with everything going on would you come into the app anyway?
They about to get on his ass
on
probably.
some human shit, if my friend did something and I knew they was accused of it, I would mind my fucking business and I wouldn't give a fuck what people gotta say, because if he did do it, then he did do it. If you didn't do it, then as your friend, I will reserve what I have to say, because I respect you enough to keep my comments to myself, because I know that could fuck your image up even more just based off of what I have to say. So a lesson to your friend, he needs to learn to not speak until this case is over on some shit, especially when it's a gray area. It's not black and white. And then you, out of all people, that's your friend. Like, that's not somebody you hired. That's your friend. So I'm sure that you shared similar sentiments, or it was a conversation to where as though he felt comfortable to say that and bring that to the stage.
Right, because that album could have been about violence and awareness, not about your feelings.
Hold on. Let's let him talk. Go ahead, Tori.
He definitely fucked up. We understand that.
He fucked up big time.
We understand that. We take full responsibility for that.
He was in there talking his nicest he can talk. Listen, you know what? On some human shit, guys, just all let's calm down. Let's take ourselves out of our shoes right now, guys. This nigga, well-spoken. He hasn't
talked since I came in here because his initiative.
You feel me? This nigga, yo, if he could talk like that, he should have got on that motherfucking stand and said, look, guys, I didn't shoot this girl, but the only way, like somebody said, the only way, if he cared that much, he should have got up there and told on old girl and said she was the one that shot. You know, Kelsey, he should have, if that was the true story. It's like, damn, they trying to pin the shooting on you. That shit is tough. That shit is tough, bro. And you ain't go up to the stand. Even if, I mean, I don't know. I'm not judging. I'm just saying, like, I think that would have kind of been, but who knows niggas' defense strategy, you know what I mean? It might have been a reason, a good reason he didn't go up there, so.
Initiative was to just get me in here. And if he didn't go about that the right way, then that's our apology on our side from our team.
You can't say if he didn't go about it, or you have to say he didn't go about it. There's a difference. You know what I mean?
At the end of the day, regardless of just in a conversation, opinion is still opinion. And his opinion in some sort of way must have been right to him. It wasn't right to everybody clearly in this chat. It wasn't right to me either.
All right, so I'm just to answer your question. I'm not gonna lie, I don't got friends who shoot people like that, so I can't really speak about that.
Understandable. And me and your life, we probably had to.
She said, "I don't got friends that be shooting people like that." Why they is tearing this nigga ass apart, bro? They is tearing this nigga ass. He said, "Hey, but I don't got friends." Damn. Yeah, they like, nigga, you guilty.
All right, so I'm just to answer your question. I'm not gonna lie, I don't got friends who shoot people like that, so I can't really speak about that.
Understandable. And me and your life, we probably had two totally different lives where you met the friends that you met and I met the friends that I met, and my friends don't always know how to the right way to go about certain situations when it comes down to this. And yes, you're right. Maybe in those situations they shouldn't talk.
But how much time have they had? You've had time to learn.
I'm just saying we don't need to continue to just be like, okay,
we can't hear you, sir. You need to come closer to the mic.
He messed up. I get it.
Hey, Tori, we can't hear you, bro.
I said he messed up, and I get it. We take responsibility for that. He hasn't spoken since I've spoken, and at the end of the day, like I said, you guys are right. Again, I'm here for the rest of the topic or whatever y'all want to talk about.
I just wanted to say one thing, because your friend asked kind of like why we started the room or why it was a big deal, that Tiger invited you to the app, and pretty much Black women were upset because we were like, why would you invite that man into this space? It's not a public space yet. You had to be invited, so we were kind of
completely
like,
understandable.
Why would you invite him, into that space? Like it's been cool, it's been chill right now. Hasn't been a lot of drama on the app. It wasn't really, it wasn't necessary. So we did create a room about it. If y'all want to keep him on the stage, I mean, y'all do what y'all want. I feel like, this is for people to be in a room. If y'all want to talk about something constructive, that's fine. Do I feel like we need him here for that? No. That's on y'all. That's 100% y'all decision. Y'all want the eyes, y'all can have that. But I'm really not here for this. I'm a bow out. I wish y'all the best with everything. This is just the end for me.
Twig, when you finish up, but yeah, this really ain't no question or nothing like that, but honestly, I just feel like at this point, like, I was with Twig, I really ain't want you up here because I really didn't, like, I still don't know what you came up here for. Like, I really didn't get anything out of the conversation. Also, what was my next point? Also, like, I noticed you keep saying, like, oh, well, my friend brought me on the app and, I didn't know how the app was working. And, like, my whole thing with that is, like, first of all, if I was in your shoes, to be honest with you, you talking about stepping out of shoes and shit. If I was in your shoes, I wouldn't even want to be on no app. I wouldn't want to be doing anything. You've been active on Instagram. You've been active on Twitter. I'm still talking.
Y'all I keep seeing a couple people saying that the volume is all the way up, bro. It's on 100. It's all the way up. The volume is all the way up, bro. Oh, well. Let me, hold on. Damn, maybe it won't. Oh, shit. Damn. So it was kind of low. My fault, gang. Damn. My fault. I'm a nigga. That's some nigga shit. I said, nigga, the shit up, nigga. It's up, but it ain't up on the thing. My bad.
You've been active on Instagram. You've been active on Twitter. You're clearly active on here, and in rooms doing you. And I feel like the fact that I am still. Oh my God, Tori,
Kia,
I am being calm. I'm very much calm.
He's not letting her finish. You can't tell her to calm down.
Yeah,
let her finish.
Let her finish.
You won't let me finish my point. Thank you. But you've been very active on Twitter. You've been very active on Instagram. You've clearly been active on here because you were in a room, literally, it was like unprovoked questions or some dumb shit like that, playing a little game or whatever. So it's like at the end of the day, I feel like all of this is some bullshit. I feel like you want some bullshit. I feel like everybody around you wants some bullshit. And I feel like everybody
Damn, they just like, nigga, we about to just fry this nigga. After old girl said, look, it's too much for me. I can't do this no more. They jumped his ass verbally without cussing and shit. Well, they did a little cuss, but not really cussing. Like, you know what I'm saying? A respectful jumping.
Yeah.
This almost, I don't know. This is next to the Adam 22 and Joe Budden shit. You know what I mean? God damn, boy, Tory, how this happened, Tory? How the fuck did this happen, bro? How, Sway? How? I know he like that. He is like, man, I wish I never met that girl ever. I know he's saying, regardless of the fact if he did whatever, I'm just saying that him, I know it. And she's saying the same thing. She said the same thing. I know they both like.
And I feel like everybody in this, not everybody in this room, because I don't want to single y'all out like that, but I feel like it's a lot of niggas that's in this room just because, Tory Lanez in here, he's going to talk, And I don't give a fuck about all of that, because at the end of the day, I am still talking, bro. Like, you going to let me get this out?
Go ahead.
We've been very respectful, and people allow you to get your thing out. You know what I'm saying, Tory? So, yeah, because, like, all of that.
No, you got it. Go ahead.
So, can you put on your mic on? So you could like, thank you. So anyway, like I was saying, so at the end of the day, a black woman was in.
Yo, they is cooking this nigga, man. They is cooking, bro. Can you cut your mic off? Cut your mic off. Made the nigga put his mic on mute, nigga. That nigga got the mute symbol on his mic. He never had no wins, bro. I'm starting to feel like Tory ain't never had no wins in this, bro. This is from November of 2020. This is when he first came out and was like speaking to the people about it, like the women. Not no subliminal shit, not no album shit. Not this when he was talking. This nigga ain't never had no wins, bro. I'm sorry to say it just now I'm looking at this and I'm glad we looked at this and it's a refresh. He ain't never had no fucking wins.
Injured. We are feeling some type of way about it, especially as people who one, love Megan, and two, have been affected by violence, and three, as black women, we have a right to be fucking angry about this shit. So I feel like at the end of the day, as I stated before, and as I'm gonna continue to say, like my sis Twig and everybody else was saying, fuck your music, fuck your career, fuck the people around you. I don't wish you the best, but all of that is great. I'm out of here because that's some bullshit. But yeah, I'm not going to leave, but I'm definitely putting myself on mute. You don't have to respond back to anything I said. Because again, this is just me getting my anger out, and that's it. But
damn, she said, "Fuck your music, fuck you, fuck everything, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool, fuck you." She hit that nigga with that was like a brutality from Mortal Kombat. Brutality, verbality. God damn, she hit him with a verbal brutality out of nowhere, bro. She said she was real calm with it. So look, yeah, I'm just gonna say this. So you know what? So fuck you, fuck everything you stand for, fuck your mama, fuck your daughter, fuck your son, fuck your sister, fuck your daddy, fuck your brother, fuck your homeboy, fuck your homeboy's homeboy, fuck your record label, fuck you, fuck your clothes, fuck the billboard plaque, fuck you. Where you from? Canada. Fuck Canada. Fuck your shoes. Fuck them backwoods you smoke. Cause I know you smoke backwoods. Fuck all them. Fuck the weed you smoke. Fuck the hair plugs you went to Turkey to get. Nigga, fuck the veneers. Nigga, damn. Fucking tality, nigga. Damn, she laid it on my nigga smooth though.
You don't have to respond back to anything I said.
Hold on. We gotta run that back. The way she set that up, that was a better setup than motherfucking, man, she set that shit up, man. I ain't see that shit coming.
Active on here and in rooms doing you, and I feel like the fact that I am still, oh my God, Tori,
Kia,
I am being calm. I'm very much calm.
He's not letting her finish. You can't tell her to calm down.
Yeah,
let her finish. Let her finish.
You won't let me finish my point. Thank you. But you've been very active on Twitter. You've been very active on Instagram. You've clearly been active on here because you were in a room, literally, it was like unprovoked questions or some dumb shit like that, playing a little game or whatever. So it's like at the end of the day, I feel like all of this is some bullshit. I feel like you want some bullshit. I feel like everybody around you wants some bullshit. And I feel like everybody has to, and I feel like everybody in this, not everybody in this room, because I don't want to single y'all out like that, but I feel like it's a lot of niggas that's in this room just because, Tory Lanez in here, he's going to talk, and I don't give a fuck about all of that. Because at the end of the day, I am still talking, bro. Like, you gonna let me get this out?
Go ahead.
We've been very respectful and people allow you to get your thing out. You know what I'm saying, Tori? So, yeah, because like all of that.
No, you got it. Go ahead.
So can you put on your mic on? So you could like, thank you. So anyway, like I was saying, so at the end of the day, a black woman was injured. We are feeling some type of way about it, especially as people who one, love Megan, and two,
the chick that's speaking is either it's this girl named Kia. You see his profile picture, the one to the left. Where I'm over there, where I'm at. Like, you can't see her name, but that's who's speaking. Her name is Kia. Yeah, she the only one with a mic on.
Who have been affected by violence, and three, as black women, we have a right to be fucking angry about this shit. So I feel like at the end of the day, as I stated before, and as I'm gonna continue to say, like my sis Twig and everybody else was saying, fuck your music, fuck your career, fuck the people around you. I don't wish you the best, but all of that is great. I'm out of here because that's some bullshit. But yeah, I'm not going to leave, but I'm definitely putting myself on mute. You don't have to respond back to anything I said. Because again, this is just me getting my anger out, and that's it. But
look, at the end of the day, Kia, I'm sorry for how you feel. I mean, at the end of the day, you're validated to always have your opinion. And at the end of the day, if it's fuck me, fuck my music, you're not entitled to listen to it. You don't have to like me. But I want you to understand that no matter how much you hate me or you feel that way, you got to get your anger out. I want you to know that I have nothing but love for you. That's it.
Of course you do. Like, Tory, I'm not even going to cap. I'm really mad you made the Control remix because I really like that shit. You really just played at everybody's face, and like I just want to tell you that personally. Like, I could never listen to that song again. But
listen,
I'm
if that's how you feel,
judgment.
like again, if I'm sorry about how you feel, and at the end of the day, I just came here to say what I had to say. I felt like I've said what I needed to say.
Yeah.
If y'all feel like yo, it's still fuck me, it's fine. I mean, at the end of the day, I didn't think that I was gonna just change and sway your opinion, but I did want to say what I had to say since the whole chat was about like my name. You know what I'm saying?
No, it wasn't. We talked
I'm
about
glad
this
you
already.
had the balls. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say we definitely talked about this, Tory.
No, I'm just saying. I'm talking about just the name, just the name, like reading it.
Title,
just
I'll
from
give you that.
exactly.
Just
reading
from the title, we were having a different conversation.
1,000%. I'm just talking about reading it, and even if you guys were having a different conversation, it just came off to me like this must be what we're talking about, and so I came in.
It's been here for a minute though.
It took a clubhouse. It took a clubhouse room for you to be vocal. Like that's my whole thing. Like whether you innocent or guilty, I really.
Bro, he never had no wins, bro. Tory Lanez never had wins, bro. He ain't never had no wins with them, bro. I'm just gonna keep it a band. That nigga never had no wins, bro. Look how they treating the nigga, bro. Like he was doomed from the beginning. He said too much, and he was doomed from the beginning, bro. Nigga saying he gonna get 9, 10 years, that is horrific, nigga. That nigga Tory Lanez get 10 years. He gets out when he's 40. That's not old, but I'm saying he misses a whole decade worth of hits he could make, money he could make, career growth, all type of shit. You feel me? Like that's detrimental. 5 years, he still got a chance. He be 35. You know what I'm saying? 40. He luckily he has enough music catalog to where that he got hella music. You know what I'm saying? So it could be on some Gucci shit. Gucci came back when he was 40. You know what I'm saying? And you see what Gucci did.
I really don't care. It's just a simple. Actually, I do care. I'm lying. I do care. But it's a simple fact that you just carried it totally wrong, and I think you have a big enough brain. Listen, we're gonna respect each other. I'm gonna let you talk when I'm done talking, and vice versa. So my whole thing is you did not stand up. Listen, either you stand for something or you won't fall for anything. You did not stand up for Megan. You did not stand up for yourself. You waited until you got into the chat room to say something, and you dropped the fucking album, gaslighting the whole situation. So it's really not much you can say to make your situation a little bit better. But my whole thing is
I dropped the album of pure description and pure vulnerability of the situation that happened, whether you chose to listen to it.
Bro, it's not like you came out the closet. Like, never mind.
But see, it's like then you're telling me you're gonna respect my floor, but when I'm talking, and it's like, nah, I'm not gonna respect it. It's like
I wasn't even done talking, but I let you have it. I wasn't even done talking, but I let you have it. But go ahead.
Would you like to finish?
I would. Yes, so my whole thing is I heard that you was talking about, oh, she was jealous of Kylie or something. Like, what the fuck? Like, what does anything have to do with anything? Like, the meat and potatoes is a black woman was harmed. She was not protected. Right. And then you're the main one standing up for black women, and it's not fucking making sense right now.
All right.
It's not making sense for you to be standing up for black women and her to be harmed in your presence is not fucking making sense. So please make it make sense. And if you can't make it make sense right now, then we'll wait until after the court case is over. I got time.
That's all I have.
Hey, yo, so I feel like this is at this point right now.
I don't mean to stir nobody there. I'm gonna bow out quietly, but I do want you to know, like I said,
Tory,
it's love. Listen,
they talk about something, they begging. I want to violate you next. Damn, y'all ain't had enough of turning this nigga to pieces. He said, look, I'm about to go. Hold on, stay. It's my turn. They jumping his ass. Everybody get a turn. They running a verbal train on this motherfucking ass. Hold on, where you going? Let the nigga go if you hate him so much. Let that nigga get off the thing. Let him go. You feel me? Yeah, but he just is a punching bag at this point, man. Like, and this was the beginning. This was November 2020, nigga. and he defeated now. He ain't all the way defeated because he got appeal, but I know it's a feeling of defeat definitely there. Because now he's actually convicted, nigga. He did get convicted of this shit. You know what I mean? These niggas running the broads is running a verbal train on his ass.
Yeah, I'm gonna bow out quietly, but I do want y'all to know, like I
hold
said,
on, now Tory
it's
saying
love. Listen, it's love. I'm not here to.
It's
and
not
I
love.
understand a lot of people are in their feelings and upset about this, but I want you to understand at the end of the day, like I said, I have nothing but love for everybody in here. I have nothing but love for them.
Bro, it ain't love.
No, please just let me finish.
Love, but we could be
Listen,
respectful. So
regardless if you have love,
Tory.
listen, regardless if you have love and positivity in your heart for me, it's not going to change my way of moving. At the end of the day, I move with positivity and love, and that's all I can do. So I'm bow out quietly. I have a good day.
Where are you going? What?
He's leaving.
Hold on.
I
just feel
just
like
want
we
to
trying to
listen. I just
Bye, because he couldn't take
If you can't take the heat, to get the fuck out.
Ladies,
He couldn't take the pressure. It's big pressure. Fuck out of here.
People talking. Let me speak.
Ladies.
Let me speak.
Right, go ahead.
I'll say my 2 cents, bro. I just want to wrap this up and get to the main point of this whole thing is to protect black women. We care about black women. Oh, this nigga did. Fuck him. But, I mean, it's been fuck him, so that's not nothing. Damn. But we were having a conversation about protecting black women, what it looks like to do that, and how we need to represent for the black women in y'all lives, people in the audience, whoever y'all are, bro. Aside from this whole catty shit that this nigga just did, I need y'all to hold on to the shit we was actually talking about, because those are the shits that matter. Those are the things that change people's lives, and those are the things you need to take forward with you.
I want to just thank everybody for like coming out and everything.
Yo, what the fuck, bro? What the fuck, bro? This nigga Tory done got himself locked the fuck up, man. For shooting Megan Thee Stallion, bro. Like, am I the only, that shit just sound crazy, bro. That shit is just crazy, bro. He said, get your passports. It's that bad. City Boys is down, bro. City Boys down. City Boys is down, gang. He was one of the main leaders of the City Boys. City Boys down, bro. City Boys is fucking down, bro. City Boys is down. Like, can you fucking believe it? That's like losing like he was pushing the City Boys and he done got slayed and filleted. That nigga got filleted and sprayed in that motherfucker. And listen, the crazy shit about it is, right? They told this nigga, you guilty on all 3 counts. Not 1, not 2, but 3. We gonna make sure that's like fatality. He's doing this right now. Like it's fatal, like on Mortal Kombat. Like right now he waiting for them to sentence him. Boom, boom, boom. Sentence him. That's all he waiting for. And that's what I was saying, yo. Matter of fact, let me see the appeal process in California. Let's see the appeal process in California. Oh, shit. Let's see the appeal process in Los Angeles. Appeal process, Los Angeles. That's Superior Court, right? Yeah, I'm just going to put Los Angeles. Well, I'm going to put how long. Hold on. Let's look at the whole. Hopefully it's not too. I really want to see the length of time that he can even start his first fucking appeal, bro. see. You can do the appeal from right here. So his lawyer probably can just do this shit right here. Ain't that something? His lawyer can do the appeal right here on the motherfucking screen. The jury has spoken. Guilty, guilty, guilty. Yo, that's stupid. Sentence him. Flawless victory. Y'all niggas is stupid. They was going in on Brado. Fuck that nigga. Fuck that nigga. He going, where you going, Tory? Why y'all hate the nigga, but y'all just want, you think he gonna want to stay there and get bashed even if he did it or not? Treacherous. Y'all women is something else. Y'all treacherous, man. Y'all ass is treacherous. How long does the appeal process take? Damn. How long do California appeals take? Woo! Hell to the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Nigga, that shit say 12 to 18 months generally, and sometimes more. This is CaliforniaAppeals.com. Damn. He gonna have to at least do a year and some. He gonna have to bid. That's what I said. I mean, unless he got rapper money. So unless he, let me put this up here so y'all can see. You see? Can you see it? Cause I know my what's his name? Fuck it. Man, that shit say motherfucking 12 to 18 months, bro. What if he gotta sit for 18 months, nigga? Oh man, he gotta sit, bro. Unless they do some kind of under the table. I don't know what they could do, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? All I can say is pay more money or do something with some money. But you know how many people? You know how backed up that system is, probably. You know how many other people putting in appeals? The thousands of people that's fucking locked up. She said, who said E said good? Yeah, next time, bro. Next time he gotta do better, bro. I'm gonna be honest. But see, this the crazy thing about it is that he facing 22 years, so nigga can say next time, but what if his next time ain't until fucking 9 years or something? Hopefully he might can get out on parole. But no, they haven't really spoken on it, but it seems that he's gonna be getting deported, so they probably gonna make him just do his time. Ain't no parole, nigga, because we ain't gonna want you on parole or papers over here anyway. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Georgia, yeah, LA. You know how many niggas is in LA motherfucking doing appeals? I don't even know, but I bet you it's a fucking few thousand or 1,500 or something. It's some astronomical number. It's niggas, everybody gets 3 appeals. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gets 3 appeals. He has a strong appeal, and what's up, Swag 100? What's up? Appreciate everybody in the chat. Please hit that like button. If you ain't hit the like button already, please smash that like button. Please, one time for the game. I appreciate y'all. But yeah, so let me just read this out. Let me just read it out. How long, and this is from CaliforniaAppeals.com. How long do California appeals take? Is the question that I asked. The filing of the notice of appeal is the start of a lengthy process. Although the steps outlined below may not appear numerous, the whole process generally takes 12 to 18 months and sometimes more. The record on appeal is the universe of material about what took place in the trial court. Sheesh. Man, that's not good, bro. He gonna have to do some time. It ain't no way around it. Even if he files his appeal, it ain't no him turning. It's no way unless some shit happen where the governor overthrow it or some shit like that, like the president fucking pardons him or some shit like that, right? Maybe he'll get a pardon, but I don't know. Nah, but Joe Biden is not finna pardon no nigga who accused of shooting a girl. That's out. Women to turn on Joe Biden old ass. Trump probably would have did that shit. Trump probably would have did it. Oh man, keep your head up, Tory. Like literally, keep your head up and look around at all times, because nigga, you about to be in jail, and the next stop after they give you time. I don't know how long they take to send niggas to prison in California, but it's gonna be prison, nigga. So keep shit, nigga. Hey, you in the trenches now. You in the jungle now, nigga. You know what I'm saying, Tory? If you see, well, you probably ain't gonna see this, but if anybody sees this that know him, tell that nigga, man, get on his gangster. Militant. Ain't no more of that laughing too much. Don't be too much laughing in there with niggas. Don't be too much trying to kick it with niggas. You might need a knife. I'm gonna be honest. You might need a knife. You know what I'm saying? Because you might need a knife. You a little dude. Nigga might try to extort your ass. I'm pretty sure you're gonna need a knife. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? You playing for keeps now. Now you in the big house, nigga. So hopefully, you know, everything goes good with his appeal, but it says 12 to 18 months. And sometimes more. So it's like, God damn. You know, a lot of times it be a lot of people that win appeals, but they win the appeal and it's almost time for them to come home. I'm pretty sure you gotta have like a shorter sentence, you know what I'm saying? Maybe like a 4 or 5 year sentence or something, or a 3 year sentence. But I have heard of people. Please hit that like button to get us to 100 likes, y'all. Get us to where we at right now. Shout out everybody in the chat, all the mods and everything, man. Where we at? We need 4 more likes, y'all. 4 more likes to 100. One time for the snow game, man. Drop 4 likes, man. If you ain't drop 4 likes, please, man. But yeah, man, goddamn. You said he would buy protection easily. I know he probably from like the urban, you know what I mean? But I don't think that nigga never been to jail or no prison and shit. So it's different. It's different. And jail is different from prison. So he about to go through all that. I mean, maybe he won't make it to prison. Maybe he'll sit in jail and win his appeal and don't get shipped, because it usually take about a year for them to ship you, 8 months to a year. So he could get shipped. You know what I'm saying? And when I say get shipped, I mean he's in jail right now. When you go to jail, that's where you wait for the bus to come pick you up to take you to prison. Some different places take different amounts of time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he about to have a crash course. He about to have a fucking crash course, yo. Nah, he's in jail. Tory's in jail right now. He's in LA County jail. And he in LA County jail. Like, shit, man. He got to go hard, bro. Just go hard. He just got to go hard, bro. Ain't no other way around it. You got to go hard, nigga. Fuck that. Because you don't want to hear no stories about Tory Lanez was getting handled, and you know what I'm saying? That's definitely going to fuck his career up for sure. That's going to fuck it up even more than him being convicted of shooting Megan Thee Stallion. You know what I'm saying? Who would have guessed, man, that when Megan Thee Stallion came out, that she would have ended up getting shot allegedly by fucking Tory Lanez, bro? I mean, when she first came out, I'm going to be honest, I liked her because she just used to shake her ass, and she's natural. You know what I mean? And I still like Megan Thee Stallion. I don't really have nothing against her. You know what I'm saying? Like that, it's nothing. I know she lied a couple times. That was kind of weak, but ain't nobody perfect. But yeah, I used to love when she shake her ass, man. I didn't expect that she'd be getting shot like 2 years later, though. You know what I'm saying? So you belong to the streets. Yo, you talking to that girl? Yeah, Megan used to she's a twerkaholic. So I said, who is this damn brown skinned girl twerking? I said, damn, is she natural? Damn. You know what I'm saying? In the world full of silicone women nowadays, you don't really see that. So that's what stood out to me. And she could really rap. You know what I'm saying? And she could really rap. You said her career is tarnished. I don't think her career is tarnished from this. I think how some people gonna view her in the industry and shit like that It's gonna be a lot of people that's not gonna work with her. Because you gotta think about it. It was a lot of people on Tory Lanez's side, bro. You know what I'm saying? What's good with you, T Rizzle? What's good, gang? It was a lot of people on Tory Lanez's side. Her career is not tarnished. It's just that some people gonna feel a way about her, but she still. I mean, look how loyal her fan base. You heard them girls was chewing Tory. I'm about to call him Terry, chewing Tory ass up just now. If you just getting into the stream, we just looked at the whole Tory Lanez trying to profess his innocence type shit and just apologize, and the women just went in on his ass, man. Run it back, replay it, pull the timeline back on the video, but that shit is crazy, bro. Man, 12 to 18 months and sometimes more for the appeal process in California. Can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. You can't make it up. You cannot make this shit up, gang. Damn, Tory. When keeping it, that's what I seen somebody say, when keeping it real goes wrong. I think, see, the crazy thing is, too, this is another crazy thing about the situation, right? I know, like, I don't know if his family lives in the States, or is his son gonna have to, who gonna be taking care of the son? I mean, I guess the mom. I guess the son gonna go with the mom. But I'm like, is his baby mom's in Canada, or like, is the son gonna have to get shipped back too? Like, but I think they said his son was born in America, so maybe his baby mama here somewhere. Yeah. I'm just like, Greg, go. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot, bro. That's a fucking lot, my nigga. I ain't gonna cap. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You said she is tarnished now, viewed as a backstabbing jump off. Jump off. Your girl is a jump off. I made her jump on, and she jumped off. I ain't really mad at her jumping off. I mean, she a young girl. You know what I'm saying? She not married. I mean, now she got a nigga, so I ain't really too mad that she, you know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody got a body count. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be, you know what I mean? Let's keep it all the way 1,000 while. Everybody got a body count, but I'm just like, how did this car wreck even fucking happen? This shit is like a fucking car crash that we all seen. And I don't know why I had a good feeling that Tory was gonna beat this shit for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Maybe get like a probation for shooting a gun in the air or something at the most type shit. They hit that nigga with the wham bam, thank you ma'am. Hit his ass with the 3-piece, nigga. God damn. Sentence him. Fatality. God damn. Oh, man, I'm about to roll up, man. Hit that like button, man. I'll be back later. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. This shit is crazy, man. Man, how time flies, man.